Okay, let's solve this rational inequality here. You might be tempted to multiply LCD both sides to clear out the denominator, but it's not possible. It's not applicable because of our property. So let's go back to our property. If we add or subtract the same number both sides, the inequality will not change, or it's going to be preserved. But in multiplication is a different thing. If we multiply positive number, then the inequality will be preserved. But if it's negative both sides, you multiply negative both sides, the inequality will reverse, or it's going to be changed. Now, since our LCD here has variable x, so we don't know the result of LCD. It could be positive or negative because we don't know our x. X can be positive or negative, so that will change our LCD, and it can change our inequality too. So we can apply the multiplication of LCD both sides. Instead, we will apply the addition only of the property. So what we're going to do here is to transpose our right hand side to the left hand side to make our right hand side 0. So this is what we're going to do. It's gonna be 2 minus x over x plus 1. This is gonna be minus 4 minus x over x plus 3. The left side is gonna be right side gonna be 0, and then take the LCD here. It's gonna be x plus 1 and x plus 3, and multiply that to our first binomial here. So x plus 3 minus 4 minus x. I gotta be careful with the parentheses here. Multiply it to x plus 1. Okay, all less than 0. Now let's expand this and multiply 2 times x. That gives us 2x. 2 times 3 gives us 6. Negative x times negative x gives us negative x squared. Negative x times 3, that gives us negative 3x. And here 4 times x gives us 4x. 4 times 1 gives us 4. Negative x is negative x. Negative x squared. Negative x times 1, it gives us negative x all over x plus 1, x plus 3 less than 0. Okay, now let's simplify this expression here, and let's write the highest order here on the left side. So it's gonna be negative x squared. 2x minus 3x, that's minus x plus 6. And here negative times negative is positive x squared. Then 4x minus x is 3, positive 3x, that times negative, that's negative 3x. Negative times positive, that's negative 4 all over x plus 1 over x plus 3. That's less than 0. Now let's simplify more. It's gonna be cancelled out. So negative x times negative 3x, that's negative 4x. 6 minus 4, that's plus 2. And then x plus 1 over x plus 3 is less than 0. So this is now we now express it into factors. We can still simplify this. We can factor out 2 here, and then divide 2 both sides so that we can simplify it, but it doesn't matter. This one, we only need to get the 0 of our numerator and denominator. That's all we need. So we will write this up here. We have negative 4x plus 2 over x plus 1 and x plus 3 less than 0. Okay, so let's take the critical points. The critical points are numerator. It's going to be negative 4x plus 2, equate that to 0. So negative 4x is negative 2, divide negative 4 both sides. So So x equals 1/2. Okay, so x equals 1/2. Okay, and here x equals -1, x equals -3. Okay, these are our zeros or critical points. Next is let's draw the real number line and then plot our critical points here. We start from -3, -1, and then 1/2. Now if we draw our interval, since our inequality here is less than, it's open, meaning the endpoints or the critical points are not included, so all will be open. Okay, so from -infinity up to -3, there, everything is open. Now let's take the test points. Here I can take -4. Maybe I'll take here -2, easy. I'll take here 0. I'll take 1 here. Now let's move to our what's this, inequality to be tested. Okay, so when x is -4, -4 times -4, that's positive, plus 2, another is still positive, and then -4 plus 1, that's negative, -3, then -4, that's plus 3, that's -1, so it's negative. So what we're gonna have here is positive, denominator will be positive, so positive divided by positive is positive. And since the inequality here is negative, so this one is false here. Okay, now next, x is -2, so negative times -4 is gonna be positive 8 plus 2 is -6, so it's gonna be positive 8, then plus 2, it's gonna be positive 10, so it's still positive. Denominator -2 is gonna be -1, then -2 plus 3, that's positive 1, so it's positive. So denominator will be negative, so positive divided by negative is negative. So this one here is true. Next, when our x is 0, 0 here, so gonna be plus 2, so it's positive. Denominator, if this is 0, so it's positive 1, it's gonna be positive, so all is positive. But this is false here. Next, if x is 1, so 1 times -4 is gonna be -4 plus 1 plus 2 is -2, so it's negative. If 1 plus 1 is gonna be positive 2, so it's positive. 1 plus 3 is gonna be positive, so denominator is positive. Negative divided by positive is negative. So this one works. This is true. Now our solution set is the interval from -3 to -1, union with 1/2 to positive infinity.